Sanbonani, it's me after a while. I'd like to apologize for the inconsistency. I know I had said 2 weeks, but in a way it was sort of intentional because I've been struggling with, I think, finding the right words to actually really laid out kahle kahle ukuthi what exactly am I going through. But to cut a long story short, in February, I wow, these dogs say, and they've been quiet all along. Now that I am doing the things it decides. Okay, all right. Are you done, dogs? You done? Disrespect or sport. Anyways, I'm stuck in my teeth. Here we go. I don't see that. Start again. Hellos, guys. It's been a minute. I would say intentionally so, but I do apologize for the inconsistency since I had promised that I'm going to do it every 2 weeks. The reason why I say it was intentional is because I have been sort of struggling to truly find the words to articulate exactly the space that I'm in and so on and so forth. But I just thought I should just go with it really and not try plan too much. So February I uploaded a video titled "Does Plan B Exist?" That I shot, I think, just before or after my birthday in March, after I had like a breakdown, like a mental breakdown in February. What caused it was I literally was washing dishes at my friend's place in Johannesburg, and this was a week after I had gone for an audition and then got callbacks, and I was like 5 to getting it, and then I didn't get it, and then I didn't realize I had been holding my breath for too long, and in that moment I released, and a whole lot of waterfalls of tears just came gushing out, and I was just not okay. Booked my flight back home, and the reason why I say it felt like I had not been breathing for a while, because now that I think about it, it's like, so okay, I've been pursuing media, acting, and so on and so forth. I had not realized it was I had been holding my breath in hopes of finally breathing in and stepping into the platform that I've always believed I'm destined for. So when that happened, I for one didn't realize how much I had been holding in, and I'd go through the motions of getting rejections from auditions, and I just keep it moving. I'd be like, yeah, it's part of the game, keep it moving. But I didn't realize that I was not allowing myself to literally sit in and be like, oh my goodness, that sucks, I really wanted that. So I suppressed a lot, and then I think my brain was like tired of putting on this strong facade, and I didn't even think I was putting on a facade. I was just like, it's just part of the process. You're gonna get rejected, have thick skin, you know. So for the first time, I was done. Hey, I was like, media, I tried. You turning 30 next year, someone's gotta give, you know. And I remember coming back from Johannesburg, and every night I'd cry. Every like nangizizwa ukuthi angikho right. Like, and the thing is, I couldn't even, you know how usually you can be like, oh, I'll put on a brave face today. I couldn't put on a brave face. I had scheduled a headshot photo shoot with one of my friends. He was gonna come through and take photos of me. So my sister texts me and she's like, oh, are you ready? How are the preps? And I was just like, no, not today. Not today, sis. I'm not okay. I don't even want to think of the next step, because right now, currently, I don't see no silver lining. I don't see a tomorrow. I don't see a me in media. I don't, like, I just couldn't, because I was done. But the most, I think, traumatizing thing for me is like, I'm saying I'm done, but everything in my body, young Piggy said, because I've never been one to quit on what I love. I'm like generally very optimistic. So for me to utter words of I'm done, that's it. Even my sister was like, oh, okay. Didn't see that one coming. And usually Ikayama would tell, oh, how did that go? And I would have to explain, oh no, I had this and this. But I was just like, guys, please don't even ask me about this. Like, Angiko right. And it was weird for me to say Angiko right because I'm a dismisser. I'm just like, guys, it is what it is. We'll get the next one. And I genuinely believe we would. But I also remember a friend of mine calling me. And she's like, oh, I'm just checking up on you. And I'm like, Angiko right. Like, I was just done with, no, get right. Yo, guys, I'm sorry about these dogs though. Like, shucks. So she called me and she's like, Unjani. I'm like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And nobody can help me get out of this but myself. So I need to just write it out, and hopefully one day I will wake up and I'll be fine. Right now, I don't even know if there's a formula or a way for me to be okay, because I was not okay, and it was a very hard adjustment being a woman of faith, being God has called me to do this and so on and so forth, for it to just come and get slapped back in my face, and I felt kind of stupid because I was like, you've been chasing this for what, over a decade? Clearly you suck. Like, I think you just need to get to that acknowledgement to which you kind of suck and you need to get serious about your life and do a 9 to 5, so I think I was also just struggling with, oh my God, I'm giving up. And I had never seen myself in a space of giving up. So that was hard to transition. And then thankfully lockdown happened, because I don't know about y'all, but lockdown did the most for me, in the sense that since I was someone who was giving up on plan A, I needed to regroup and figure out, okay, what is plan B? And that's how the conceptualizing of that video came about. And I'll post the video after this video sometime later in the week. Because I was like, but like, I've never had plan B, because I always had this conviction that media was for me. And it wasn't because I felt like I chose media, because if I had a choice in what I thought I was called into, I would never have chosen media, because media rejects you. It is the most rejecting platform ever, I mean, I ran away from it and went to do accounting because the stigma the stigma and the stereotype is that you have to open up your legs in order to get a role. And I was not, and thankfully I've never like come across anybody who's been like, okay, I stay back door and do something. So I've been graced in that. But I was like, I'm trying to do it the right way, and the right way is not working out. I mean, God, your promises, but what's going on? So in the rejection of my talents, I felt like God rejected me, and in turn I was starting to reject myself. But now that I think back on it, about 2 years ago, I stopped going to church. And if I was to be really honest, it was probably because I was just kind of mad with, I'm busy preaching your word and I'm preaching faith, but I'm not seeing any evidence of it in my life. So I was feeling like a hypocrite, and for the longest time I just couldn't understand what is the point of knowing God if God is still going to come through and just not do anything. He's just going to let you dwindle by yourself. But then Journey to Self was birthed, And then I started unpacking myself, and then I just realized, oh my God, you know, you've been praying for things that you're not ready for, that you haven't fully equipped yourself to be ready for. And then I was like, oh, well, damn, let's fix that. So I guess the breakdown that happened in February as well was also part of, I've put in so much work on myself now as well, you know, aside from the media front, but I've worked on me. Like, what more do you want from me? I think that was also the hardest thing. And the second video of the inner child series was identity crisis, because I had actually realized it was, oh snap, something's amiss, you know. And I mentioned Wuti, what do you do with an answered prayer that you're not ready for, you know. And the reason I've been procrastinating this video is because now I have an answered prayer that I'm ready for, right? So the announcement basically is to reveal that I'll be back on your screens sometime in October. I'm officially part of a cast, and it's a new series and stuff, but like you will see official PR stuff and whatever. So now Uzalo was a taste, and now I've got the full cake, guys. I've got the full cake. And the reason why I procrastinated this video is because I don't think I have the right words to articulate God's goodness. I don't think I have the right words to articulate something that I legit had no control over. Because, you know, when they say your gift opens up room for you, that's literally, when I was done, God was like, okay, let me step in. I'm gonna get someone to slide into your DMs, get you to audition for something, and then within the week of your audition, you'll get the role and you start shooting. So, oh, these dogs, eh? I cannot explain the feeling of stepping in to what you are called for and having this unwavering confidence. Yoguti, I'm ready for it. I'm equipped for it. I wake up every day and I get to do what I love, and I don't do it I go and occupy my space. I feel like I'm home. I know that I'm home. And I'm not the prodigal son. I'm not the adopted, but Gisekaya. You know, so sometimes when I wake up and I go through my call sheets and I go through my scenes and I receive my script to do my preps, to think I wanted to give up, to think, and you guys, I am happy. Like, I go through and I'm like, oh, okay, this is, oh, I'm happy, guys. And it's that happiness that doesn't compete with anybody else's happiness. It's that happiness where you're so content. There was a time during lockdown that I always go to the mountains when I'm at my client's place, and I carried a candle with me in my journal, and I wrote down izinto engifunayo, and I wrote down who I sing these dogs though, and I wrote down like what type of character I would like, and I kid you not, my character is yo guys, it's exactly what I asked for. So so this video is called Answered Prayer. Yeah, the video is called Answered Prayer, and it's a build up to the official announcements. I think the announcements are happening this week, so I have to kind of upload this one this week so that I don't miss the mark of the official announcement. But what do you do with an answered prayer that you're ready for? You soak it in. You soak it in. You sit there and you pat yourself in the back and you show up and you prepare. You are not shaken by other people's positions because you are in your rightful place. You are in your rightful position. You know, I know 2020 has been like an insane emotional year for people, and they've lost a lot and whatnot. But wow, I can't even lie and say I've had a bad year. It started off crap. Like, it started off with me crying every second day, but God has truly outdone himself. But what's funny is I focused kakulu on, God, I just want to wake up every day and do what I love. I forgot that doing what I love and it being on screen kind of comes with the fame and people having access to you. You know, trips to the mall might not be the same anymore, and I'm having like slight anxiety for that because I didn't think of the fame. I genuinely didn't think of the fame, and I was telling my friends, I'm such a hibernator. Like, I'm forever indoors, and sometimes work is gonna need me to engage, and I'm sitting there, I'm just like, but I'm so socially awkward. But yeah, the gal is happy. It's just the girl securing the bag. And I don't think I would have received this this role had I not decluttered myself, had I not worked on myself, and had I not gotten rid of things or people that made me dim myself, or I felt inferior to, or I felt like I was a shallow version of myself. And now I'm literally surrounded with good energy. I honestly, I'm in a very good space, and I hope I'm testament of what, when you let go and let God, he truly shows up for you in ways that you couldn't even imagine. Because hi bandla whenze sibukwayo, and I'm truly humbled. And I think if I was to ask anything, it's just like, keep me in your prayers, because I got a big head, but it could get bigger, guys. Just pray that I stay grounded, and that I still be a positive light to others and myself, and that since I'm on a journey to self, that I never lose myself in anything. But yeah, so that's that. I'll upload the second video. Well, plan B does not exist after I've uploaded this one in a couple of days. But yeah, I hope everybody's good. I hope this encourages you if you were feeling a bit discouraged. But God's got you. God's got you. I mean, at some point I thought he didn't. I mean, but like when I left church, that's when I met him. I got into an intimate relationship with God, and it was through Journey to Self, because he introduced me truly to who I'm called to be. And I'm not at my final destination, but I'm journeying on. But I'm journeying on in solid foundation in who I am and whose I am. And it brings a lot of contentment, and it helps you cheer on other people without feeling like they're taking your light, because you're so content in running your own race and own space. So yeah, I'm on a new journey. So I guess I'll keep on sharing that space, and then also tapping into other people's journeys to self and so on. But yeah, it's nothing but love. Once again, sorry for not posting consistently as I said I was. But yo, girl was going through the most. But I hope in some sort of way this articulates genuinely with girl. But yeah, I'm gonna say bye bye now.